Hey there, welcome to my Spyera Spy App review. Now, in this one, I'm going to go into more than just a review. I want to discuss why I actually needed it, how I came across this, and some of the good benefits of it, some of the features of this one, and what it costs, really. That's what it all comes down to, is what it costs. Now, I have used about 3 other different spy apps before, and I'm not using any of them anymore. One reason is because a couple of them were too expensive, and a couple of those did not work very well at all. Features, support was absolutely terrible. Literally did not get back to me after about 3 weeks of waiting for a reply because the features just weren't working. I couldn't get it installed, all sorts of problems. So I've turned to Spyera, and I've got to say straight off the bat, it's very good. I haven't had any problem with it whatsoever. But it does a lot more than just, monitor mobile phones, okay? You can monitor mobile phones, tablets, and computers, which is really, really cool, and something that a lot of the other ones do not offer. So I found this one to be far better. Now, the reason I needed this, or need this on a constant basis these days, is because I have 4 children. Now, one of my kids is obviously is grown up, right? They can do what they please. But the other 3 are much younger. Now, these days, every single kid has got a mobile phone. My children also have their own computers. So the thing is, they're online, and I've got all sorts of protections. I've got YouTube Kids on there. I've got, things to sort of tell me what's going on with what apps they're getting and stuff like that. But honestly, I really don't know what they're doing. Kids these days are probably smarter than me when it comes to using computers and mobile phones, especially mobile phones. I can't stand, all the lingo of mobile phones. I'm very, very old school when it comes to that. So really, essentially, I needed to be able to protect my children online and what they're doing, because let's face it, these days, all kids have got them, and online predators are getting worse and worse and worse. We don't know what they're actually looking at, what they're doing, what they're up to. There's all these games, there's apps, there's all sorts of issues, and social media, they could be talking to absolutely anyone. So I needed a way to monitor all those, because my wife and I are excessively busy. We don't have time to really be looking over their shoulder all the time and seeing what they're doing when we're with them all the time, right? The other thing is, I needed a way to monitor them when it comes to the GPS. I heard of these GPS trackers and how to actually, find out where they are where they're meant to be and things like that. A couple of my kids have to catch buses in the afternoons to get home from school and things like that, and one of them actually has to catch 2 buses, connecting buses, to get back home. And we worry sometimes if the bus is running late, she hasn't arrived on time. We worry. We just arrived home from work and she's not there, and then she turns up 10 minutes later. So to a bit of peace of mind, we wanted to make sure that she was on the bus. We wanted to make sure where she was. Now, obviously, we could just call them, but if they're out of range, or if they're in a bad mobile area, or if they've got their phone switched off or anything like that, we couldn't do that. So we wanted to use these GPS trackers. Now, most of them come with GPS trackers, admittedly, but not all of them work, which was some of the issues. One I would avoid like a plague is Heister Mobile. It's cheap. It's probably the cheapest one of the cheapest ones. But the unfortunate thing is, it doesn't work. That's the one that didn't answer me for 3-4 weeks, right? And I still haven't received an answer. I check every now and then, and still haven't received an answer from them whatsoever. So essentially, I don't recommend that. What I do recommend is Spyera. So what I'm going to do now, you kind of got an idea of why I needed it. I'm going to go over their website. So below this video, you'll actually see in the description a link to this website, so you can go and click on that. It's the official website, and you'll get to a page that looks like this. They may have updated it or changed it since I've recorded this video, but essentially it's going to look just like this. Okay, and this is going to give you all the features and what it does, okay, see if it's a good fit for you. So if you need to monitor a loved one, if you need to monitor children, or you've got any suspicions going on in your life, this is really going to help you out, and it does it. It's completely undetectable. Okay, so you can see right here, the most powerful and undetectable monitoring software, so they don't know that you're actually monitoring them, which is a really cool thing. So last year we got my kids a new phone each, and I installed it on them phones before I gave it to them. Undetectable, they didn't know, so I can see what's going on without them really knowing that I'm watching, so they're not sort of trying to uninstall it or whatever they might try to do, right? And they can't anyway. So basically, you can do these things. You can remotely monitor Android tablet, iPhone, or iPad, absolutely any version of iPhone, any Android phone, any phone, okay? You can remotely monitor Windows, PC, and Mac, okay? They've got more spying features than any of their competitors, which is true. They're award-winning and undetectable spy phone and PC spy. You can monitor your kids and understand that what's going on in their world. You can track and control your employees. So if you give out a phone with to your employees, you want to know what they're up to on those phones and not wasting the phone credit and things like that. You can do that as well. It's a 10-day money-back guarantee, so you get it instantly. It's an instant software thing you get, and you can install it, so you'll know whether you're happy with it within the first 24 hours. So 10 days is ample time. It's very easy to install. Actually, it's the easiest one that I found to install, and very easy web control panel. So you get your own control panel that you can use on any device. You can use on any computer and log in and actually see the data that's being collected from the phone that you're spying on. So that's really cool. It's constant free updates and remote upgrades. You don't have to do anything. It's always upgraded. It's compatible with pretty much every Android, iPhone, iPad, Windows PC, and Mac as well. Okay, so kind of does everything. So I'll go into the features, because that's really one of the big keys. I'll kind of tell you the ones that I use and found really useful most of all. But they've got a lot of features, right? Some of them you may never use, but they're good to have anyway. So, you know, it comes with it, so why not use it, right? Here's one I really like: live call recording. Okay, so you can monitor everything about the calls, the call history, the call recording, so you actually hear the actual call itself. Okay, live call listening, so you can actually listen in on the call, which a lot of them do not do that. So you can actually do that. So it's live call listening. Surroundings listening, so therefore you can tap into the microphone and listen to what's going on around the phone as well. So that's really cool. You can actually record what's going on around the phone as well. Hangouts call recording, so you got the I don't even know what Hangouts are. I think like Google Hangouts. Yeah, you can record all that. I don't use that one. Facebook call recording, that's a very good one. You got line call recording, Skype call recording, that's a good one as well. WhatsApp call recording, you can do all that as well. FaceTime call recording, that's a good one. I've used that quite a few times with my kids. Viber call recording, SMS keyword deletion. Okay, so basically Spyera will delete SMSs if there's predefined words that matches. So if you put in your little portal there, you say, okay, if this word's mentioned, this word's mentioned, or this word's mentioned, I want to delete those text messages before they get to my kids. Okay, and then I'm going to talk to them about that. Okay, or who it is they're talking to, because you'll see where it's coming from and who sent it and everything. Has a remote camera, so in other words, you can tap into the camera and you can see what's going on around it. You can actually open the the camera as well, and record a video as well of that. Has a keylogger, so you can actually see what keystrokes have been typed into specific applications. Okay, app screenshots, so if they're on an app, you can take a screenshot of the app remotely. Okay, does all that as well. Call notification alerts, so if there's a certain person you don't want calling your children or loved one, or a particular number you're trying to look out for that you know is suspicious, you can put that into your notification alerts, and you'll be notified when that number calls the target phone. Really cool. I use that a lot. Desktop screenshots, so you can do that with a computer. Call logs, this is probably one of my favorite features, one of them. Call logs, so you can see who's called, the date, the time, the contact details, how long the call went for, absolutely everything. Of course, you can listen into the call as well, but if you're not there and available, you'll get all this information in your dashboard. Facebook call logs, Viber call logs, Line call logs, WhatsApp, Skype call logs, Facebook Messenger. This is great. So you can actually, this is huge. I use this quite a lot as well with my kids. They're all on Facebook, and now they've got that Facebook Kids Messenger, which they've all got as well. So I can actually, see what's going on with their messenger, who they're messaging to, who is messaging them, which is more important, who they become friends with, and vice versa, who sends them friend requests and stuff like that. Very, very, very important. Hike Messenger, I don't know what that is. Kick Messenger, Instagram direct messages, another good one. Line messages, Skype messages, or every message you can imagine, right? QQ, Telegram, Tinder, WeChat, Snapchat, Track Snapchat, address book, so you can actually see who's in their contact lists as well. You can track all SMS messages. I use that a lot as well. You can track all MMS messages. So both of those, you can actually see what the message is, what it says, what the image is, if there's an image involved, who it's from, the time it was sent, everything. Absolutely everything. And it doesn't matter if it's been deleted, you will still get it. You'll still see it. So they can't get around it. If they get a message and they think, oh, I better get rid of this message, and they delete that, too late, you've got it. It's now stored on your dashboard for you to actually go ahead and confront them. Network connections, okay, you can see a list of all the different network connections. So if they say they're at school and all of a sudden they're connecting to the local McDonald's, you'll know, alright. Browsing activity, you can see what websites they're going to, which is really important these days because there's a lot of vile content online that you can get access to, and you can now see exactly what's going on. Browser bookmarks, email spying, so you can spy on all emails, Gmail, application activity, so you can see what apps they're actually going on to, what they're using and everything as well. You can see what apps they've just installed, new apps, apps that are already on their device, apps they've upgraded, uploaded, everything about apps. You can see all the photos it's taken, you can see all the videos, you can see all the audio files on the phone. Wallpaper, images, calendar, location tracking. This is the great one. I like this. This is great. So you can discreetly know exactly where someone is at any given time, and it is excessively accurate, right? Like literally down to the meter. So it's really, really cool. So this is also useful if your children or loved one loses their phone. You can find their phone for them, which is really, really cool. Geofencing, and that's really cool, but what that is basically you can receive an alert for a specific location. So if they're in a specific location, all right, you can actually get a geofencing alert to say that. You can. It's really easy to install. Visibility options, so you can basically have it, you know, no icon, which is what you'd want. You want it invisible, so it's undetectable. Dashboard alerts, so you can see alerts whenever there's a special or important event. So anything that you set up as an alert, you will be alerted inside your dashboard to know, okay, certain person's call, text message, Facebook message, they're at a certain place, the GPS has pinged them at a certain area, you don't want that, all that sort of stuff. SIM change notification, so if the person tries to change their SIM code, doesn't matter, it still targets them as well. Remote settings, so you can change all the settings on the phone remotely, alright, so you can control the entire phone. Track different notes, SMS commands, device battery status, so you can see if the battery's getting low. Uninstall remotely, so if you want to uninstall it and then reinstall it on some other device, you can do that all remotely. And you can remotely deactivate it. You can remotely restart it as well, so you can restart your device remotely. Updates, so all updates are done remotely. You don't have to get a hold of the phone for that. FaceTime call recording, iMessenger, BBM Messenger, hide jailbreak, okay, hide root status, USB tracker, Trillion Spy, I don't even know what that is. Search engine history, so you can see like their browser history. You can monitor print jobs, transferred files, log on and off activity, device changes, 100% undetectable, okay, so they won't know it's on there. And platform change, so you can move your software between different platforms as well. So as you can see, absolutely tons of features. All right, so these are all the features. You can go into each individual one if you'd like to and check out what those features are, but this is primarily all the features that you would need. Really, I mean, there's more than you'll ever use, but it's good to have them all there, right? Good to have them all there. Now let me just show you one other thing, which is probably what you want to know. One thing is for sure, this is 100% guaranteed to work. The support is incredible. The software itself is incredible as well. It's so easy to use and to install, which is one of the big key benefits with Spyera. Me being sort of like a technophobe, I'm really not good with all this stuff. Mobile phones especially, no idea how to use them. All I do on my phone is pretty much, you know, I get my phone out, make a phone call, receive phone calls, I can send text messages, and I see what people are doing on Facebook. Pretty much, that's my limit. So you know, I'm pretty hopeless when it comes to mobile phones. But it's easy to do it. This is easy. It has great support to walk you through things, great instructions, videos to show you how to do it all. Really simple. It takes just seconds to install. Really simple. Okay, totally undetectable, which is something I like as well. So I give it 2 thumbs up, and I'm going to get onto the pricing right now, so you can see what the pricing is. Now, at any time, you'll see a link. I've put a link below the video for you, just to make it easier for you, so if you're searching around on the internet and getting lost on all the different ones that are out there that are useless, to be honest. I'll put a link below, so just click that at any time. That's going to take you to the official website, which you're looking at right now, and you can go ahead, check it all out for yourself and pick it up at the reduced price. Now this price that I've got here is actually on discount because I've been able to secure a discount, and you can actually have that. So the discount is going to allow you to get it a little bit cheaper, just to save you some dollars. So that's that link below the video, and it's going to take you here. So let me show you what the pricing is. Excuse me. Let's go to the pricing. Okay, so you have 2 choices. You can pay monthly or annually. Annually is always going to be cheaper. Okay, annually is always going to be cheaper. Okay, which is probably what I recommend. But if you want to test it out monthly, you're more than welcome to do so, okay? But I highly recommend the other way around, okay? So actually that was the wrong way around. So that's annually, all right, and that's monthly. So let me compare some stuff here. Let's go back to annually, okay? Now let's just say most people are going to do the smartphones, okay? You're looking at $509 per year. That's Aussie dollars because I'm in Australia here. So it's a lot cheaper if you're in the US. So it'd be, I don't know, with the transfer, the dollar conversion rate, that's probably little over $300 a year, which works out to be less than $30 a month. Okay, less than $30 a month for you guys in the States there, and probably less again for UK. Australia, you're looking at maybe $40 a month. Yeah, just a tad over $40 a month, which is excessively cheap. Okay, excessively cheap. Now, that's for smartphones. Okay, you can get all in one if you want to do a tablet, smartphone, and a computer. Fine, you can do all of them at once, and that's just $629 a year. Still cheap. Still talking like $50 a month. Pretty damn cheap. Now, if you look at the monthly option, you're looking at around, what's that going to be? That's going to be about $80 US a month, all right, for a smartphone, which is pretty cool. And you can cancel at any time if you don't need it for that long, or you can use it for 2 or 3 months, or like me, used it for nearly ever. So that's probably one of the best deals there, okay? Tablet and computer's even cheaper. Once again, you've got this yearly price here as well. So I highly recommend just going annually. You're gonna look, the amount you save is more than half. All right, so that's about $80 a month annually. It's about I'm talking US dollars here. That's about what $350, I guess, a year. Divide that into 12 months. Okay, cheap as. So you're looking at maybe, I don't know, $30 a month as opposed to the $80 a month. So you save yourself more than half, and that's why it's such a good deal for discount. So if I don't know if I can, yeah, let me change this here. Let me put it on US for you, and let's see. I think it should change. Oh, there we go. So it's changing now. Let me just show you what it is in US. Yeah, so I was damn close. My conversions were pretty good. $89 a month, okay, you're looking at there for a smartphone for US, okay? Let's look at annual. Yeah, $389, so I was pretty close as well. So $389 for an entire year. Do yourself a favor, get it for that, all right? You're going to save an absolute ton. But I'm sure your kids, or you've got computers at home too, so you might want to look at this option, all right? Which is going to, it's only another, what, less than $90 more. But you can do a smartphone, a tablet, and a computer as well. Okay, so that's pretty much the pricing. Highly recommend this. You can't go wrong with Spyera. It's really cool. So once again, if you wanted this reduced prices here, this discount deal, all you gotta do is click that link. I'll put the link in the description below the video, so it's nice and easy and handy for you. You'll see it right below the video there. Just go and click on that, and that's going to take you to the official website. Search around, have a little bit of a look, pick it up for yourself, and hopefully you enjoy using it, and hopefully it helps you keep your family safe. Once again, if you have any comments, just leave them below. If you've got any questions, leave them below. If you like this video and you want to see more, because I've done a few more reviews on this particular app itself, but I cover different aspects of it, like, you know, different products and the compatibility and all the other stuff that they've got in here as well. So I cover some other stuff. You'll see some links below that, but please go ahead and like the video, share the video as well, and subscribe to my channel so you can see my next video as well. Alright, so that's it. Click the link below, check out Spyera for yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.